Okay, Jerry, I read as well last night that the Minister for Health believes that in the year 2030 there will be a big increase nationally in the number of GPs in Ireland. Is this the case, Jerry?
Well, I think even what's been proposed at the moment, and there have been certainly increases in the number of people going into training, there will still not be enough GPs. That is the problem. And more than that, the number of older people at the moment, we have the highest number of older people in Europe. We have the highest, people are living longest of all, and we have, relatively speaking, we have the highest number of older people. People 85 plus, that population at the moment, half that population is in long-term care. So that you will certainly need more GPs, but more than that, you will need more facility for older people. You will need more long-term care facilities. Now, the problem is at the moment that half the people, 85 plus, are in long-term care. So in the next 20 years, the number of people, 85 plus, is going to treble. So you can imagine the number of people that will be needing long-term care. Now, in Mayo and in Leitrim, we are the two counties with the highest number, the highest dependency level, relatively speaking, of older people, and with the least number of long-term care beds. And the west of Ireland and the northwest in particular, Donegal and so on, all that area there, there was certainly a big need for long-term residential care, but there's just not provision for it. So I'm saying it's the two sides of the coin. If you support people in rural Ireland, if you support people in inner city Ireland with GPs, whether they be rural GPs or inner city GPs, if you do that, well, then there is the opportunity for people to stay locally. So what I'm saying, there's an entirely new way to look at it. The ESRI did a report last January, and they said that things are really going to get so much worse, and particularly they're going to get worse in rural areas, the west and the northwest of Ireland, because we, as I said to you, we have the high dependency level and we don't have the beds, we don't have the facilities. What I'm saying is community will give an alternative. And I said to you, I've seen it with the National Federation of Workforce Schemes, I've seen it with housing, I've seen it with sheltered housing, day centres, group water schemes. The people of rural Ireland are well capable of looking after the needs of rural Ireland, with the people of rural Ireland. But if they got the same support as they did during the water crisis, because the government were in fear of the big fines from Europe, if we got that same support, even in this area here, the HSE would give 60% more support per resident per week than they give to us for our St. Brendan's, and no capital support, relatively speaking. But a level playing field would ensure that we would have GPs in rural Ireland who could keep our older people locally where people want to be, same in inner city, that we could support our local people in their own community, by community, for community, and be a massive tool for the regeneration of that community. So why not? I think it's all very, very doable. I think people should think more about this.